Olá, você está no Amplia Mundo. Eu sou a Jaqueline e nós seguimos com o tema Lodges de Safaris. No episódio anterior, nós vimos um modelo que funciona dentro de uma área pública. Já o local onde iremos nos aventurar no episódio de hoje funciona em uma área privada, como uma fazenda dedicada à conservação da fauna e da flora. E o negócio é a hospedagem, a gastronomia e, claro, o safari. Bem-vindos ao Thornybush Game Lodge. O Thornybush até parece um hotel normal, assim, à primeira vista. Só que ele foi construído no meio da savana. E isso, por si, já seria interessante. Mas daí vem as experiências que eles oferecem e a gente entende como é incrível esse conjunto todo de atividades e se dá conta de como empreendimentos assim são diferentes. O cuidado com a qualidade e com a satisfação do hóspede durante toda a estadia na propriedade é o que torna um empreendimento desse tipo lucrativo e financia a conservação da natureza mesmo em terras privadas. Eles nos contaram que um dos outros segredos é o investimento e a valorização das comunidades da região onde estão. Desde as amenities, por exemplo, que são todas estilizadas e feitas por artistas e com produtos regionais, até os membros da equipe, que são recrutados aqui na própria região.
So Melanie, you were saying about this new agreement that binds a national park, not binds, but that has agreements between a national park, such a traditional national park, very strongly protected national park with private conservation. That's fascinating to me. Does that mean there is a change in the mindset of policy, policymakers, decision makers, or is that a fight that you've been, fighting for a long time, that it's now sort of getting the results?
I believe it is something that they've been fighting for a long time, and obviously it's come to fruition now. Our owners, and I believe the Privada landowners, have been negotiating for many years, because in terms of conservation, it's more wise to have a greater area. The bigger the area, obviously the better it is for the animals and the movement of animals. So there's always been fences between properties, and it's difficult to marry the national park with private landowners because of a number of things. It could be security, it could be the loss of an animal that you think you own because it's on your land. But they've always pushed to try and make it a greater area. That is the conservation way to think. So that is why they've been negotiating for, I think, many years to do this. So between private landowners in the Timbavati and private landowners in Thornybush, to get the consensus to drop that fence has been amazing. It's obviously very, very much what we would like to see happening. And so to be part of the Great Kruger now, to have that fence, portion of that fence down, is for us very exciting. There we go. So we have 20 rooms at Thornybush.
Thank you.
And there we go. This is one of our standard suites. All the rooms have nice view onto our riverbed, which flows once or twice a year normally. If we have heavy rain, the Monwana will flow, and we occasionally get water running down there. Otherwise, nice game activity. They all have a deck flowing onto the river, and then bathroom with inside and outside showers.
Right, and when you get the running river, it's right here.
Correct, yes. This is the Monwana. Yes, this is the Monwana riverbed, and flows sometimes in our summer months if we've got enough rain in the catchment area. It did flow about a month ago, was the last time we had water in it.
Really?
Yeah, so it flows, and then generally we get a lot of movement, animal movement in the riverbed as well.
And those temporary rivers, like if you have a very, very heavy rain one night,
yes,
and the next morning it's likely that you have
it
water
could
here?
be, yes. If we have enough rain in the catchment area, which is obviously a little bit further up from us, if there's enough of a downpour, like a 60, 70 mils rain during the night, it's possible that you can wake up and the river would be flowing, yes.
How fascinating.
Yes.
Melanie, do you feel the seasonality, or do you have guests throughout the year?
I'd say we have guests throughout the year. We obviously have a few months that are a little bit quieter, but that's even changed in the last few years. We used to go through times where our winter months were less busy, but we find now that even the winter months are picking up. We get a lot of Australian guests travelling in our winter months coming over, and a lot of corporate groups come through, do conferencing and pick up those quieter months. So generally busy all year round.
And who are your clients?
Quite a difficult one to answer. We obviously get a lot of American guests. It is a big market for the American guests to still travel to South Africa, and a lot of British and European guests. We've seen more and more guests coming from South American countries. We never used to see as much, but now in the last 4 years, I'd say we've seen a bigger uptake of guests coming from those areas. So we're getting guests from Chile, getting guests from Brazil, from Peru, places where we thought we wouldn't ever see guests from those countries. So it is quite interesting for us.
Durante o safari, são 2 guias que se complementam nas tarefas. Um vai na frente do carro, identificando os rumos dos bichos. E o outro, quem dirige e faz o trabalho de leitura da fauna e da flora. Eles nos contaram como é esse trabalho de interpretar a natureza para os visitantes que chegam de todas as partes do mundo.
Yeah, look, most people would know us as rangers. We're not really rangers. Rangers are the guys that are out in the field with the rifles and they're doing the patrols, and they are the ones that are conserving the animals themselves. We are what we call nature guides. So we guide you in the bush and tell you this animal, this tree, this insect, this dung. It's like somebody taking you around in a museum. They are guides. That the key thing to being a guide is that you've always got to understand that majority of your guests come here for the first time ever, and it's the best experience for any ranger to give them that opportunity to be able to get out there and show these people the first time a leopard, the first time elephants, the first time giraffes. And you've got to see it in a way that it's, through my eyes, I've got to see it as how the guests see it through their eyes. So you've got to always have that energy, and you've got to have that understanding of what most people would say a wellness factor. So the wellness factor is when you see impalas, you know, you've got to have that energy. And impalas are the most basic species out there.
And you see them 100 times every day.
I've seen impala for 8 years, 20 years of my life, you know, almost every day of my life. So it does get, you know, boring to a point, but if you see it through the customer's eyes, it does help a lot. And that's how you've got to remind yourself all the time, and it does help.
Right, the bar is open.
Bar open.
So you think this conservation model is more interesting than the hunting farms?
Yes, it's more interesting. This is good because we don't kill anything. We just go out and find the animals, look at them, take them the pictures, and then leave them in peace. Yeah, that's why our animals here, they're very relaxed sometimes. You can go very close to the lions, leopard, elephant, because if we go out with this sort of vehicle, go and shoot them, if they see this vehicle, they can run away.
Yes.
But now they know that these people, they're not here to bother us. They just come here to see us, and then they go away. So that's why I like this set of conservation.
Very nice.
Amplia Mundo.
Amplia Mundo.
Fantastic, very nice. Very nice, thank you. Amplia Mundo.
Amplia Mundo.
Very good.
O Thornybush é um negócio privado, e como ele, há centenas na África do Sul. Todos eles são exemplos vivos e bem-sucedidos que nos mostram que a preocupação com negócios sustentáveis são sim de interesse dos viajantes do século XXI. E além disso, eles fazem de uma maneira divertida e apaixonante, não é? Eu sei que safaris são grandes ícones de todo o continente africano e principalmente da África do Sul. Mas agora que a gente já falou de 3 modelos de empreendimentos consolidados, a gente vai conhecer um tema que surpreende ainda os visitantes que vão até o país. E se você, assim como eu, é fã da boa gastronomia e do bom vinho, eu tenho certeza que você vai gostar. Não perca e até lá!